Hi there. Welcome to John's Medicare Minute. This week we are going to talk about Tricare or veteran benefits. We're going to talk about how those mix and merge in with Medicare and what you can do. So, for those of you that don't know, Tricare for Life, Tricare Prime, Champ VA, or veteran benefits, these are all programs available to those men and women that served or their spouses served in the armed forces. Okay, so first things first, thank you very much for your service. I do truly appreciate it. Both my father and mother were veterans. My father retired military, and if he had not done that, my mother would have been in a world of hurt when it came to Tricare, when it came to health care. So I really appreciate the service that you guys have provided. Now, getting beyond that, what do we do when we are going to be going on Medicare and we're eligible for Tricare? So let's talk a little bit about eligibility. Tricare, or Tricare for Life, when you go on to Tricare Prime before Medicare, Tricare for Life when you go on Medicare, is available for people who retired from the military. This is different from the service that you might get if you were a veteran. If you're a veteran and you're going through the VA, Association, when you're going through the VA administration, that's it. When you're going through the Veterans Administration, you get services through the VA. And your services are eligible to you based off of your eligibility for those veteran benefits. Tricare is different. Tricare is because you retired military. You had your 20 years in. Okay? Having the benefits can, whether you're Tricare, whether you're VA, kind of determines upon which recommendations I make for you. So, the first thing you need to understand, let's focus on Tricare. If you have Tricare, whereas, yes, it is possible for you to have a Medicare Advantage plan and a Medicare drug plan, and I guess technically a Medicare supplement with Tricare benefits, it is ultimately not necessary. So if somebody is trying to convince you to get into a Medicare Advantage plan or something else and you are eligible for Tricare for Life, your Tricare for Life will work as a secondary to Medicare. It is going to cover everything that Medicare leaves behind. And as I just recently discovered, it now even covers excess charge, which I don't believe it used to cover. So that means that anything that Medicare doesn't cover on Medicare's approved amount, Tricare is going to pick up for you. All right? So you don't need to have a supplement. You don't need to have a Medicare Advantage. Now, there's been some talk and debate about, well, yes, but if you have a Medicare Advantage, then you get these extra benefits because, like Medicare, Tricare doesn't do anything for dental and stuff like that. Hearing. Well, very simply put, yes, you can get a Medicare Advantage plan, and yes, Tricare for Life will work as a secondary to the Medicare Advantage plan, which is something that a Medicare supplement cannot do. But you have to understand that you're giving up the flexibility that you have with Tricare and the low cost, because your costs are essentially covered, to go into something that will be more complex and have more restrictions. And what I mean by that is that all Medicare Advantage plans are going to have a network of doctors. They're either going to be HMOs or PPOs for the most part. And that means that you're giving up your flexibility to go to any doctor you want so that you can have this extra vision and dental and silver sneakers benefit. The other thing is that there's an immediate crossover between Medicare and Tricare. Okay, Medicare pays, they send the bill to Tricare, Tricare pays. You don't have to mess with that. When you have a Medicare Advantage plan, it is entirely possible that Tricare will not be able to pay immediately, and you may have to file claims with Tricare to reimburse you for copays and stuff like that. I don't see it. I don't see the benefit there. Maybe there is. Maybe it's worth it to you to get the silver sneakers, and if it is, great, give me a call. I'll talk to you about it. We'll talk you through it. Okay? But don't just assume if somebody says, oh, you can have this and it's no problem. You can have this Medicare Advantage plan, and it's no problem when you have Tricare for Life. Don't just assume that it's going to be as easy of a process as it is when you're on Medicare. Make sure you check it out. Make sure you look into it. So, if you have CHAMP or CHAMP VA, it works pretty much the same thing. If you have veteran benefits, that's a little bit different. If you're a veteran, to receive veteran benefits, you normally, especially if they're local to you, you have to go to a VA doctor. Now, I've got clients that'll never step foot in a VA hospital, and I've got clients that use the VA hospital all the time. Which is right, which is wrong? What's up to your personal preference? I'm not going to tell you to do something different. All right? If you are wanting something to where you're not limited to using the VA hospitals and doctors, then you need something like a supplement or an advantage plan or something like that. The services are independent of each other. So if you have VA, there's no reason why you can't have a Medicare Advantage plan, and you can use those benefits through the Medicare Advantage plan, or you can go to the VA. They're completely independent. So keep those things in mind if you're eligible for those benefits. Once again, thank you for your service. We do truly appreciate what you've done. But just because somebody tells you you're eligible doesn't necessarily mean it's the right decision for you. Doesn't mean it's the wrong decision. Just make sure you do your research. So that's going to do it for today. We will come back and see you again next week. And remember, if you haven't already, please like and share the videos. Like my YouTube channel, subscribe to it. That way you'll get notified when the videos come out. I'm trying for every week. I'm not always going to be successful, but I'm trying for every week. And that'll keep you up to date. And as always, if you ever have any questions, my number's going to pop up on the screen here right after this. Feel free to give me a call. I always make myself available to answer your questions. I can't always guarantee you're going to like the answers I'm going to have to give you, but I'm always going to give you as fair and balanced information as I can. So, thanks a lot from the Bergman Insurance Group. You guys have a great day.